First of all, let me show you what the problem actually is. It seems like the exhaust hanger has broken off, so that's why in this video I will be welding this back together. At first I was going to tackle this in the driveway, but I very soon realized that doing exhaust work on jack stands in the rain was going to be pretty miserable. And that's why I decided to spend 35 euros and rent this workshop where I normally do my oil changes and tires. Because you see, working on a high mileage car, which this car has 538,000 kilometers as of date of recording, this can be pretty challenging considering the fact that all the bolts that put the exhaust together have been exposed to the elements for decades. They went through many different heat cycles, so as an added bonus they tend to be brittle as well. You have to be very careful when removing this stuff. So that's why I decided to bring it here, where we can put it on a lift, put the car in the air very comfortably, have nice and easy access to all the bolts. I can spray the bolts with WD-40, take a ratcheting wrench under there and remove it comfortably. This exhaust pipe has a flange here in the middle with 3 bolts and nuts, and then it has these 2 cross members that would have prevented my exhaust from falling down on the highway, I suppose. Then after those 2 cross members, it has 2 hangers, one before the differential and one in the area of the muffler, the one that broke off. And here I have to say a huge thank you to my friend Isma for helping me out with this, because now that I see how much this exhaust weighs, I don't think I would be able to do this by myself without hurting myself. Here I sprayed a little bit of silicone WD-40 on the rubber part of the hanger, and this made it much easier to remove. And this is pretty much how it is supposed to be sitting, and this is how I'm going to be welding it. And look, I am not a welder. I have a very limited experience with stick welding, and one thing that I know is that clean metal welds much nicer than dirty metal. That's why I'm taking the time to clean all of this with the wire brush. That looks pretty clean to me.
Yeah, I can see the exhaust was definitely coming from this hole because this was all black.
And an added benefit of having cleaned the metal is that it's very clear what the damage is, and it's very clear where I need to weld, where the seam will be. Another thing that I like to use as a beginner stick welder is that I cut the rod into 2 pieces, because with a long rod it's very difficult to control it precisely. And by cutting it into 2 shorter pieces, I have 2 shorter rods that are much more controllable and much more easy to weld with. So at first I tacked the hanger into place, then hammered it a little bit so it sits straight, and then went through a very tedious process of figuring out the settings for welding this. I started with 50 amps and very soon realized that that was a bit too much for this thickness of a metal. I burned 2 very big holes into the exhaust and then went through the process of adjusting the current, adjusting the weld, and came to the conclusion that the best way of doing this was going to be just going little by little, not letting the metal heat too much, and being very patient. I guess experience is the best teacher. There's nothing like putting in the hours.
Ugliest weld you've seen in your life? Yep.
A very fun fact about this is that when I was welding this, the guy that was working on a Volvo next to my car turned out to be a professional welder. He approached me and said, "Dude, what the hell are you doing? This is not work for a stick welder. This is supposed to be done with a TIG welder." And at first I felt a little bit offended, but then I completely understand his reaction after seeing the 3 holes that I burned into the exhaust. But I told him, "Look, we don't have a TIG welder here right now, and even if we had one, I don't know how to use it. So the question is this: what's better? To do a half decent job and secure this exhaust into place, or to lose it on a highway and cause some accident?" I guess in that moment he understood that I wasn't just some stupid kid trying to do cool car videos on the internet. He understood that I actually think and apply logic sometimes, and he offered me some useful tips for welding. For starters, we lowered the current to 30 amps, and I started to go little by little. And that's why the welds on the other side look much better than on this side. I mean, they still look crappy, but at least I didn't burn any hole on this side. The idea with this was never to do a perfect job. It was about doing a good enough job to secure the exhaust in place. And I think I achieved that.
This is all I care about. So let's give it a touch of paint so it doesn't rust in like 5 minutes.
I gave it a little bit of paint to prevent it from rusting, and then we reinstalled the exhaust back into the car.
Ah, entró. Entró. Y ahora aquí. Nice. Lovely. Not a job well done, but at least a job done. And also, yeah, I'm not really sure about this. Maybe we'll have to review this another day. But I don't know. I'm pretty happy.
Unfortunately, my happiness didn't last for long because as soon as we lowered the car back on the ground and I turned on the engine, we heard this. It turned out that fixing the exhaust in that area has uncovered another problem in a different area of the exhaust. But unfortunately, we didn't have enough time to properly fix this, so we used a little bit of aluminum wire to remedy a little bit this rattling, and the rest we will have to fix in a different video. So thanks for watching and see you in the next one.